Hello viewers, here is a set of AT&T telephones. This is a newer model. It has the letterless logo, which we was just talking about in the comments box not that long ago. I think these are probably made within the last year or two. This set is incomplete. It is missing the third handset's charging cradle. The model number on this base unit is EL52345. I'm not sure if these handsets are all original to this base. I tend to think they are. However, we do have a problem here, and that is that they're indicating out of range or no power at base. Now if we do an intercom on here, we have a handset 2, and if we do intercom again, we have a handset 3. Let's see, register of 4. Yes, you won't take 4, 5, 6. So I do believe that this was supposed to have 3 handsets. I've seen this happen before on newer AT&T telephones, where they seem to almost like lose the registration when they've been disconnected for a while, which doesn't really make any sense as to why they would do that, but I've seen it before. So what we're going to do to fix this is we're going to go into the handset programming menu, and I have the code here that we type in. So we're going to go into the menu, and when it's on the directory, we're going to press asterisk or tone 7890 pound or quiet, and that should have taken us into the menu. There it goes. I don't know what I did wrong. It was star 7890 pound. Not sure why that didn't work. Anyway, so we have test handset, and that's it, so that's redundant. We're going to go down to, let's see here. Going to go down until we see register clear, and then we're going to hit that, select. It's going to ask to confirm it, and it says okay. 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 So we'll get out of there, and now it's not registered. So now we're going to go back to this one here, which is having the same problem, and we're going to do menu. Is this not working? Or the battery is dead, maybe? One of these batteries was mine. 2 of these came with the phones. I forget which one was mine. This one that was dead is probably the one out of the phones. Well, this is not working. The buttons are not working correctly. Let's try the third battery. This battery came up right away, so this one I think is going to be the strongest of the group. Plug that in there, and it's still flashing low battery. I've heard reports of one report actually, of AT&T telephones that are particular about the batteries. I've never personally experienced it. If this is one of those scenarios, this would be the first time. I don't know if there's something wrong with this or what, because the other one I was able to navigate just fine, so it could be that this one is spoiled. Well, I think we're going to just disregard this one for now, because I only have 2 charges anyways, so this wouldn't be super useful. So we're just going to set that one aside for now. We'll revisit that again maybe some other time if a extra cradle comes into my possession. And I'm going to plug these batteries back in, and we're going to re-register this telephone. Before I register this telephone, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure the battery is in this one, and that this one is got a connection with the base. I believe it's supposed to be hold for 10 seconds. The light should come on before the 10 seconds. Okay, we're at 10 seconds now, and we're going to press it again, and there we go. That, I believe, took. So now it should cancel the registration from the other phones. There it goes, it just did it. Okay, so now the registration is blank, and we can start over. Now this is saying to register handset C manual. I believe if we just press this find button for a couple of seconds so that the light comes on, and then we throw this in the base, maybe it'll register. That doesn't seem to be doing so. Don't tell me I'm going to have to look at the stinking manual. Oh, you know what? Maybe you got to press the find handset before you put it on the cradle? Or while it's on the cradle? I'm not sure. Now the base is stuck on registration mode. Okay, I think maybe it has to be on here first, and then we'll push it. There we go, now it's saying registering. Registered. Okay, now we'll do that with the other one. So I think the correct procedure was to put it on the base, hold this for the couple of seconds, and then it changes to registering. Okay, now it's registered. So now I think we can initially check this out. Now that we're probably 10 minutes into the video, let's begin. So this is requesting that we set the date and time, so let's do that. Today is the 12th. It is the 12th, but ultimately it's, how do you get back? Let's just, oh, this other one still has the date on it. It is January 12th, 21, and it is the 10 o'clock. And it's the PM. Voice guide to set up okay.
Hello. This voice guide will assist you with the basic setup of your answering system. First of all, you will set the outgoing announcement. The preset announcement is, "Hello. Please leave a message after the tone." If you want to record your own announcement, press 7. To skip to the next item, press 9. Record your announcement after the tone. Press 5 when you are done. Afterwards, your announcement will be played back to you.
This telephone has a very nice setup procedure for the digital digitan answering system. This telephone has a very nice setup procedure for the digital digitan answering system.
To confirm, press 1. To play it again, press 2. To reset, press 3. To record again, press 7. Next, you will set the answering system to answer an incoming call after 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 rings or toll saver. Please enter 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 for the desired number of rings, or 8 for toll saver. The current number number of rings is 3 rings. You will then set the message alert tone. When there is at least one new message, the telephone base beeps every 10 seconds. If you want to turn on the message alert tone, please press 1. To turn off the tone, press 0. The message alert tone is turned on. This basic setup is complete. The answering system is ready to answer calls for you. To set other features, please refer to your user's manual. Goodbye.
I've never seen a phone do that before. That was pretty cool. That was very intuitive and easy to understand. I didn't like that it said goodbye at the end. That was kind of illogical because you're just beginning to use the system. But other than that, that was pretty good. I think that would be that was very well designed. It would be very helpful to some people. Okay, so let's get the line connected. I'll turn on the equipment over here, and let's call up these telephones. Okay, they all appear to be on the same ring. Let's see what kind of rings we have on here. Interesting how some of those melodies are the same as some of the older phones, but the frequency is ever so slightly different. Those buttons are kind of hard to press.
Base ringer is on.
That doesn't go very loud. It's only about as loud as the handsets are. Alright, let's call this up and see how the answer machine sounds. It sounded like it would be pretty good based on the playback of that greeting.
This telephone is a very nice set of procedure for the digital Digitan answering system.
That greeting really did sound quite good. I have to say I am pleasantly surprised by the sound quality of this Digitan answering system. Very few telephones today seem to have a good answering machine quality to them. Hopefully the incoming audio right now is as clear as the outgoing message is. Goose! Okay, let's play that back. The greeting sounded great.
You have one new message. Friday, 2:08 a.m.
That greeting really did sound quite good. I have to say I am pleasantly surprised by the sound quality of this Digitan answering system. Very few telephones today seem to have a good answering machine quality to them. Hopefully the incoming audio right now is as clear as the outgoing message is.
End of messages.
That's not bad. Let's play it back on the handset.
You have one old message. Friday, 2:08 a.m.
That greeting really did sound quite good. I have to say I am pleasantly surprised by the sound quality of this Digitan answering system. Very few telephones today seem to have a good answering machine quality to them. Hopefully the incoming audio right now is as clear as the outgoing message is. Ghost!
Inbound messages.
Now, of course, it still sounds like compressed Digitan audio, but it seems like it has a good clarity to it. That message was easy to understand. Some of the consonants were kind of harsh, but that could be a function of the phone itself that I was calling from. I don't know. Anyways, so that seemed to work. So now let's make an outgoing call here. I'll switch this over to the mains.
Hello, Farmer Jones here in the tree fields, vineyards, and wishing you the very best as we enter the new year, 2021. This is the update for...
That sounds pretty good. Quite clear and natural sounding. Let's get this microphone out here and we'll check the handset earpiece audio.
Appreciation for your visits and embracing our COVID-safe protocols. We got through it together. Strawberries, blueberries, pumpkins, and of course Christmas trees and the winery. The winery.
That sounds acceptable.
The winery will reopen. Outdoor wine stand. Bottle sales in February. Visit our website in the coming weeks for more information. And also our website lists Connecticut wine shops that do carry our wine. And you can call they have in stock. So again, we'll be on activities. One thought as you finish up with your Christmas tree, it can be a environment by putting it in the garden, hanging bird seed, suet, or what have you on it, or cutting off the branches and just compost.
Okay, that sounded pretty good as well. Buttons all seem to work. Oddly enough, these top two are rubber right here, and then it's kind of a poor design, but they took the torque and end buttons and they put those as solid plastic with writing on top of it, and of course that always wears off oftentimes relatively quickly. So I'm not sure why they did it that way. The buttons are correct in the sense that the writing is underneath the buttons, not on the surface, so that's not going to wear out. I don't know why they got it right on the numerics and not on the torque and end, when the torque and end are probably the most used buttons on the phone. I don't know, sometimes I really wonder if the people that design these products had ever actually used the product. Anyways, so that one, this handset seems to work as well. There's no sensitivity issues on the buttons. They seem to be perfectly fine. Let's take a look at the call log here. In its previous life, it looks like it got quite a few calls. There's at least 4 or 5 calls a day usually, or sometimes 2 or 3. No entries in the directory. There's definitely some wear on the back. This one's not too worn out, but this one you can see is kind of worn down. So these have a good number of hours on them, and they seem to be holding up just fine. Batteries appear to be working okay as well. So now I'll call the testing answering machine and I'll record some testing messages into it.
3 new messages and 19 old messages. Message 1.
This is testing message number 1 from the handset on the left. This is on talk. I'm going to switch it to speakerphone now. Okay, now it's on speakerphone, and for purposes of comparison, I'm speaking into it at the same distance. Now I'm speaking into it a little bit further away. This is about 6 inches away. Now I put it down on the table, and I'm speaking about 1.5 feet away from it. I'm going to slowly move away from the telephone so that we can find out how good the pickup is on this answering machine. I mean, not on the answering machine, on the speakerphone. I'm about 4 feet away from it now, which is about as far as reasonable in a use case like this. And the answering machine hasn't cut off yet, so I guess it's still picking up the audio. So that'll conclude this test for this handset. And I'll put it down into the base so you can hear what that sounds like.
Message 2.
Oh no, a skunk! Ah!
Message 3.
Okay, this is testing message number 2. This is on the handset on the right. And I'm going to put it on speakerphone now. And I'm speaking as close as possible to the microphone. Now I put the phone back on the table, and it seems like the pickup is pretty good. Of course, this is not a super accurate use case because if somebody was speaking through the other end, it may not be listening to the microphone as well as it is right now. I've used a similar phone to this, I forget what the model number is, but it's that one that's everywhere. It's like AT&T's equivalent of the 1580 from Uniden. And I get a lot of complaints about the speakerphone on that phone. A lot of people have said it doesn't pick up that well. So maybe this one is better. I'm going to conclude this message. I'll turn it off with the button this time so you can hear what that sounds like.
End of messages.
Okay, so this speakerphone sounded really good on the incoming audio. And as I said in the messages, a better test would be a live call with some audio coming through the other side. You know, because I don't know what the gate threshold is at which the phone starts transmitting the outgoing audio versus playing the incoming audio. But if it works anywhere near as well as it did on those test calls, this is quite a good speakerphone. So I have to say I've been pretty happy with the newer AT&T stuff that I've worked with. I haven't worked with a huge sample of it, but that which I have used seems to be pretty decent. And on a lot of the economy models like this one, the price is reasonable too. So that's it for this set of AT&T telephones. We'll have another video on these to come in the future. We'll do a video of cleaning them up, or actually I'm not even sure if that's necessary because this dirt can probably all be removed from the outside. Well, the buttons are kind of dirty. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe we'll do a video on cleaning up, maybe I'll just clean it from the outside. Either way, we'll do some more videos. We'll do a video of the ringers and everything. And then maybe I'll do a review on this because I think this is still under production.